All right, so we're going to dive right in. The topic today is trusting God in the in between. And this is based on reading part of Genesis chapter 12. This is the call of Abram. And what we see here is that God calls him to go from his country, his people, and his household, to go to a land that God will show him. So let's just let that sink in. The fact that he's going somewhere where he doesn't yet know. I imagine the goodbye party and people saying, what's next for you? Where are you off to? And he says, I'm going to a land that God will show me. Imagine the faith. I imagine when Abraham said yes and he left. I imagine that with each step that he took, as his country and his people and his household, all that was behind him started to fade into the distance. It probably started to sink in that he had left the familiar, he left the comfort, he had left what he knew to go with God. And this reminded me of this topic of trusting God in the in-between. You see, when Abraham got the call to go, he also received an amazing promise. You can read it in Genesis chapter 12. But that promise was tested. And so with you and I, when we are walking with God, we've taken a step of faith. There can often be this in-between. There can be this space between the promise and the promised land, between what God said he would do and actually seeing the reality of that thing play out in real life. And one thing that I feel that's so encouraging is that we can look at Abram. His name is Abram here, and his name later is changed to Abraham. But we can look at his story and we can put ourselves in it and think, what would it be like to leave, to go, to answer the call, to follow God with a promise, and to live in that in-between, to live in that space where we're not yet where we know we're going, but we're on the way. And one thing that I love about reading this story is it's a reminder that God is with us. He's with us through the ups and the downs. He's with us through the trials and the tribulations. He's with us through the water and the fire and the testing. He's with you and he's with me. How do I know this? Because he said he would never leave us or forsake us. So even if God feels silent to you, or it feels like he's not there, I want to encourage you, friend, that he is right there with you. He's right there with you in the tests and the trials as you're trying to live out faithfully that which he has given you to do, or that which he's spoken to you. And I want to encourage you to bring to God those feelings. Maybe because of what you're experiencing, you feel God's not with me, or you might feel like he's abandoned you, or you might feel like he's forsaken you. I want to encourage you to come before God. It's as easy as opening your heart to him and saying, you know what, God, with what I'm going through right now, I am experiencing these tests of faith. I'm experiencing these questions. Help me. Help my unbelief. Help me, remind me of your promises. Remind me that you're faithful. Remind me that you're true. Remind me that you never fail. Remind me that you've never lost a battle. And I believe that his word has so many promises, so much truth in it, so many scriptures that we can hold on to when we're in the in-between. When we've left that familiar place, like Abram did, leaving the country and the people and the household, and we're en route to the promise or the promised land, or that which God has said he would do. So I want to encourage you today that if you're in that place, Read Genesis 12. Look at the story of Abram and imagine that journey. Imagine leaving, looking behind, and seeing that country and that town and those people in that household, all of that fade into the distance as he progressed onward and walking with God to go to the place and the land that he would show him. Abraham was a man of faith. And I believe that that faith, that ability to trust God and to know his heart, his likeness, what he says, his nature, his character, I believe that all of that is available to us as his children. So I want to encourage you with this story and to ask God to show you how he's with you, how he's walking with you, and how he's never left you as you are in the in-between, between the promise and the promised land. That's it for today. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.